Welcome to our first installment of the 2-Minute Drill. Back for the 2013 season is head coach Kevin Loney. Kevin, you're going into your third season here. Talk about how camp has gone. Outside observers have noticed a drastic difference in the team, just in their practice habits. Can you touch on that, please?
I think one of the big things for our kids is, our older guys, they now know what we expect. The thing we talked about in our first team meeting was, hey guys, what we do schematically isn't going to change. It hasn't changed from our first year to now. So we expect our guys to have a lot of confidence, and that's how they're practicing. They know what's going on, and they can teach our young guys that are here exactly what we expect and what's going on. So it's been a really good feeling to have that, and it shows in our practices. I think we're having a lot more fun because our kids aren't really thinking as much.
Big recruiting class this year. Position battles all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of those. We've had quarterbacks, wide receivers, some of the position battels.
Yeah, quarterback has been really challenging. We haven't even started yet because we've got three guys really competing really well. Terrell Todd's been out there fighting his tail off. Jose De Leon is a freshman, and then Quaylen Respis is a transfer. And all three of those guys have really competed. They all bring a lot of different things to the table. We've played more than one quarterback in the past, and that could happen again this year. We're still not sure. We're going to let our guys go through Thursday and figure out who the guy's going to be. If it's one guy, great. If not, it's the group, and we just go from there. So, and wide receiver, obviously, it's trying to find a guy to complement Dylan. He's been a phenomenal player for us here for the last number of years. As a captain now, he's probably our most consummate guy that we go to all the time. But we got to find another guy because the offense and defense we play against are pretty good, and they're going to try to double them. So if we can find another guy to get out there and compete, it's going to be a young guy just by nature, but hopefully they can step up to the challenge.
And you also have some returns on the offensive line, which is usually the key for any offense.
Sure.
It's just to keep the quarterback upright, spark the running game.
Yeah, we've got a great group up front. Right now it's been really fun to watch that. 4 of our 5 starters are back from last year. Jamil Ali, who's our left tackle right now, was our backup, but really was a starter for us last year. From Mike Zaharis at center, Bobby Rickey at our right guard spot, Big Joe Richardson, who's gigantic out there at right tackle. He's finally kind of coming into his own. And right now we've got a good battle for our left guard spot, but we've got some really good kids out there fighting. So I'm pretty excited about that.
On the other side of the ball, I believe your top 4 or 5 tacklers from last year are gone. Yeah. Who are you looking for this year to basically replace those?
Well, the big thing for us is we've got a lot of guys back on the defensive line, and that's where it's all going to start for us. And so having Derek Moore, Chris Zulaga, Beethoven Fadel, Lucas Bogdansky, AJ Farina, all those guys playing for us is going to be a really big thing for us. Getting Mike Rajesti back is a huge thing for us as well. At that nose spot, he's been a phenomenal player for us. And then looking for us right now in the secondary, we've got everyone back from last year. 5 guys who've played a lot of games for us and a lot of snaps. Mario Pyers, Matt Bradley, Connor Richard. And at our corner spots, Paul Craig, who's a junior now, been a 3-year starter for us. Chris Williams, who came over from offense last year and really ended up sparking our defense. So we're pretty excited to have those guys back. Obviously, we've got a lot of youth at the linebacker, but my feeling is the sandwich of experience is going to help that middle coalesce pretty quickly.
We're coming up on the season opener Friday night against Westfield State, an opponent you know pretty well.
Yeah.
You opened the season against them last year. Yeah. You took it on the chin a little bit there. So how do you see the game playing out? Keys to victory?
Well, the key for us, I think, is it always is play our best football. The thing we've done the last 2 years against those guys is turn the football over. We've got to protect the ball right now. That's the biggest key for us. That's been our big focus, and that's something that we control. Obviously taking advantage of opportunities. They're a really good, well-coached football team. Steve Marino and Mike, those guys do a great job over there, and have done a great job there for a long time. And so we've got to be able to, know that they're going to come in here and all guns blazing. They're going to be very physical, and that's our big challenge, is to be able to match that with our young guys out there. And again, don't beat yourself. Go out there and play them and play your best football.
Okay. That'll wrap up this week's version of the 2-Minute Drill. Fans can log on to nicholsathletics.com to follow the Bison all season. Thank you, Coach Loney.
Thank you.